Alright guys, how are you? My name's Dieter. This is this is my first video, so we're going to try this, keep it going, see how we go. And what we're going to be doing today is some schnitzel and eggs. I've just got back from work, work in the building industry during the day, and we've got an early one today, so I've just got back from work, changed my shirt, put on the outfit, so there's my work shorts, work clobber. Alright, and I'm hungry, okay, dying for something decent to eat. It's hard to get anything decent out there. I've put up with a few things, go to a coffee club, a few places like that where you have a reasonably good quality food. But when it comes to eating well, home cooking. Alright, so sorry if I'm looking down from time to time. I've got the iPad just down there which is controlling the camera, so I can see roughly what I'm doing. A bit delayed, but well, what I'm doing. Now what I have here for cooking, okay, we're doing Vienna Schnitzel. That's done with veal. Usually done with veal. I can do it almost any meat, it still tastes good. Veal tastes better. Okay, we have veal. Now I'll show you what we do. I have it here wrapped up in aluminium foil because that's the easiest way to store it in the freezer. I'll show you that in a second. We have some free range eggs. Some nice big 800 gram ones, 800 gram pack. Some butter, okay, real butter. Don't cook with anything else. Don't use margarine. Don't use rubbish. Okay, you want to eat well. You want to eat healthy. Butter is healthy. It's good for your heart. It's good for every part of the system. And of course, olive oil. And here we are, some olive oil. Olive oil is a little on the fattening side, but it is healthy. There's only really 4 things you want to cook with when cooking. That's butter, olive oil, coconut oil, or lard. They're the 4 healthiest things to cook with. Okay, at the moment I'm going to use olive oil because I've run out of coconut oil. You get a good coconut oil that has no flavour. These things, mwah, beautiful. Now olive oil has a flavour to it. I have coconut oil there, but it's a very strong coconut oil. It has coconut flavour, which then takes away from the meat. Olive oil does the same. It actually takes away from the meat, from the flavour, because I actually have this meat soaked in lemon juice, so it actually buries the lemon flavour. I like to taste the lemon. Lemon's good. Lemon's alkaline. Lemon's good for the tummy. Good for the whole system. Very healthy for you. All right. So first thing I want to do before we go any further, I've got a little gas stove here. We'll kick that up, put it on the not too hot so it can heat up, and I go wash my hands. Okay, very important, must be clean. Wash your hands. Back in a sec. Okay, wash the hands, paper towel, keeps it nice and clean, gets all the stuff away. Okay, in the bin. Alright, olive oil. Get in there. That one's empty. Okay, olive oil, glass, recycle. Okay. Some olive oil. Now, when you're cooking, to cook schnitzel or anything like veal schnitzel, chicken schnitzel, whatever schnitzel, always 50-50 oil and butter. Okay. I was taught all this by my mum and dad. Dad mainly. My father was a German pastry chef. That's how he was trained before he came to Brisbane. Or rather, he went to Victoria first. Ended up getting a job on Victoria Rail as a coal shoveler. So that's quite some time back. Good 55 years ago. Okay. Butter. Do not be afraid to put a lot of butter in. Butter cannot hurt you. Unlike margarine or canola oil, they are toxic. You do not want to go there. Okay. Butter will not hurt you, so don't be afraid to use it. If you're not sure, you think I'm having you on, go have a look on the net on the research on butter now. Even the Heart Foundation has gone back to butter. They get rid of margarine. They know margarine is toxic. It is bad for you. If it has canola in it, when you're looking at the contents of whatever you buy at the shops, make sure you read if it has any lots of little numbers, preservative numbers or salt numbers, it has canola in it. Do not buy it. It's not healthy for you. Okay, that's getting good. Here we have, I've already rated this one, so it's a bit thin. This is how we wrap up our schnitzel. Okay, it's because when it's soft, when it's defrosted, and as I'm preparing it, I can wrap it up in layers. So if I want one piece, I can grab one piece. If I want 10 pieces, I can grab 10 pieces. I grab whatever I want, okay? It's okay, it does not have to be defrosted to go into the fry pan. Into the fry pan. Come here, get off of there. Here we are. Into the fry pan. A bit more heat. Alright. Now that's it, I'm actually making it, I haven't had breakfast yet. It's already 11:30. All I've had was just some iced coffee, some pills. And there's my schnitzel. That's how I've wrapped it up. And now we're cooking it. Okay. Schnitzel, very, very nice if it's done right. A bit drab if it's not done right. I don't like getting schnitzel from the butcher when I can help it. If I can make it myself, I'd rather do that. Depending on where the butcher is, sometimes I've had it sitting on the shelf for a day or two and it gets a bit slimy. Yeah, not into that. I prefer to cut it and make it myself. I prepare it here, like these schnitzels here, along with the four other meals I did a schnitzel. It took me 5 hours, or what, 4 days ago. Sounds like a lot of time, but it really isn't for what you get for it. Now you cannot put enough value on the taste of these things. You know, I do them for my kids. For my girlfriend, for my kids, because I enjoy food. 2, I enjoy making sure they get healthy food that you can enjoy. The biggest problem, one of the biggest problems I have now, because I've been cooking for a while for the kids. I started about 5 years ago when I got sick. So now the food we cook is better than we can buy at the restaurant. So 5 years ago I could take the kids to a restaurant, no complaints. Now I can't even take them to the restaurant, they won't eat there. Yeah. It's difficult. Okay. Now the schnitzel's nice and thin. Okay, we're not looking at a chunky half-inch thick piece of meat. We're looking at something thin, paper thin. That's how it is when I've hammered it. I've hammered this out. It is paper thin when I've made it. When I hammered it, I put it into a lemon bath. So I put it into lemon, add salt and pepper, and then let it soak, let it marinate in that for about an hour, 2 hours in lemon juice. Mwah. If you're into lemon, you will love this. How are they? Not yet. Got to keep on looking to see when they get golden brown. Okay. Then of course we have the eggs. Schnitzel and soft runny eggs. You know, we have runny yolks. You have to try it. Okay. If you get a chance, go to the butcher, grab a schnitzel from him. I'm not sure whether you're buying it here in Australia or overseas. In Europe, they make some real nice schnitzel. Here in Australia, okay, I haven't found too many guys that know how to make schnitzel. All they do is batter a piece of meat, they say that's schnitzel. Same as they do with the chicken schnitzel. Bit of chicken, flatten, cover it in some breadcrumbs, they call it a schnitzel. Yeah. Once you've had a real schnitzel, yeah, there's no comparison. You're somebody from Europe, somebody who knows how to cook these things, and there is no comparison, I tell you. Now these are actually done, which is a rare thing, done in cornflake crumbs. I'll just go get the pack. Dad taught me doing this because it's something different. It tastes different, gives it a different flavour than breadcrumbs. Okay, so we have the cornflake crumbs. Okay, whether from Kellogg's, wherever you get them from, doesn't matter. You can make them yourself if you wish. Get the cornflakes out and roll them up. But yeah, they're cooking away. They'll be done shortly. Be finished. And be ready for Chrissy. She's first to be fed. Almost. So they don't take long. In my family, my 8-year-old, he's just going through the stages of not wanting to eat meat. He's been doing that for a little while. My 14-year-old, he used to do that, and then once he got to 9, started getting into the meat. So the terrible 8s. Okay. Yuppie. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we are. Schnitzel. And now, whoop, bit of, turn this down a little bit. Two eggs, and of course you cook in the same sauce, the same butter and olive oil, or even better coconut oil, because yeah, you want all that flavour from the schnitzel in the eggs. Back in a sec, got to get some salt and pepper. Another big health tip for you. Himalayan rock salt. You will not go past it. It is the best, it is the healthiest for you. Doctors keep on telling you that salt gives you higher blood pressure. Well, table salt, which is mixed with a few other things, does. Himalayan rock salt doesn't. Himalayan rock salt has minerals in it. Lots of minerals. Minerals you cannot get in your food today. They do not exist anymore. Unless you're living in a volcanic place like Hawaii or New Zealand. Someplace like that where you can get minerals in your food. And then of course, lots of pepper. These are for Chris, so I don't have as much pepper on them. In mine, if you can see the yolk, there's not enough pepper. Yeah. And of course we don't want to break the yolk, we want to keep the yolk. Oops, almost. It's the yolk that's important. Yolk, it's beautiful over the top of the schnitzel. Using gas, oh I broke that one. Using gas because it's easier to put on the table here, but I usually do this when I'm making big meals. I do it in the electric fry pan, so the eggs don't get quite as cooked so fast on the bottom. And they cook through a bit easier, bit easier to play with. So we just let them cook for a minute. And oh, look at that. Chris? Chris? Come and get it. There we are. Eggs and schnitzel. Bon appetit. Alright, that's how it's done, folks. I'm going to do mine now. Don't need to watch those. Yeah, we can do it if you like. That's it. That's how we do a nice schnitzel on eggs. Tastes great. Whether you just want to use the stuff you get from the butcher or you want to make it yourself, I'll show you later how to make schnitzel. We're going to be doing quite a few different meals as we go on. Enjoy. If there's anything you want to know, please make comment on the videos when you see them. Yeah, I'll hopefully start taking this to shopping centres soon. But we're doing some nice European cooking, all taught to me by Dad, and yeah, it's mouth watering. Okay, enjoy. Catch you again soon. I'm going to turn this off. Bye.